Hey, it's Joshua Meeks with the P&W team at Keller Williams Realty, and you are watching the May P&W monthly market update. Now, these numbers are going over the entire Western Washington, which is all of the Northwest Multiple Listing Service, but I'll just mention ahead of time, Pierce, King, Thurston, and Snohomish County are going to look a little bit different. Our inventory is a little bit tighter, our demand is a little bit higher, and those numbers, deviations, we'll kind of go over as we're going over this market report. Last month, we had around 8,100 homes available on the MLS. That's the Northwest Multiple Listing Service. This month, we had around 8,700 homes available. A little bit of an increase in inventory. Not what we're feeling here in Pierce, King, Thurston, and Snohomish counties. We're feeling a little bit of a tighter inventory, it feels like. So that being said, we also saw the amount of homes under contract go from around 6,200 homes to around 5,700 homes. So a little bit of a yield there, a little bit of a spread, and the entire MLS between what's available and the amount of homes going under contract. Not nearly as much as people expected or were concerned about as we were going into a little bit of a stay-at-home crisis. Definitely really still a huge demand for all things considered in this market. So average price per square foot decreased marginally from $280 to $278 per square foot, and that's up just about 3 to 4% from this time last year where we were at around $268 per square foot. So, and the entire MLS, I know as much as there's talk and conversation about home prices going up, and that's true in Pierce and King County, again, Thurston, a little bit of Snohomish, really over the entire MLS, year-over-year growth of around 3 to 4% price per square foot. That's a very sustainable amount of growth, and that's good news. Most homes are going under contract for around 100% of list price, some a little bit more, some a little bit less, but on average around 100% of list price. And on average, homes are taking around 27 days on the market to sell. Now again, keep in mind that's going to average out everything that's on the market from, a really aggressively listed home that's under $400,000 and a home that's $1 million home, something that's, under the median price range of around $400,000. That's going to take, maybe 2, 3, maybe 5 days to sell if it's priced right. Versus something that's 5, 7, 900,000 or $1 million or above. The days on market on those are going to be a little bit more, and depending upon which area you're in, that can change a little bit as well. Months of inventory increased a little bit from around 1.4 months of inventory to 1.7 months of inventory. As a reminder, most stats say that a neutral market is somewhere between 3 to 6 months, 4 to 6 months, 4 to 7 months is what we call kind of a neutral market. So we've been in a seller's market for a long time. 1.7 months of inventory, definitely a seller's market. As a reminder, what that inventory means is that hypothetically, if no more homes come on the market for 1.7 months, then we are out of homes available. That is how long those current amount of homes last with the current amount of buyers that we have in the market. So not a ton of homes, and in areas a little bit closer to home for us in Puyallup up here, we're feeling even tighter inventory in our area. Finally, we are excited to see a little bit of a rollout taking place on the stay-at-home effect. Initially, real estate was not considered essential in our market, and then within a few weeks it was considered essential, which is great. Sounds like maybe phase 2 of this whole process is that real estate is allowed to be fully operational again back in our offices, but there's always going to be some stipulations and regulations to that we're working around as real estate agents and other partners in the real estate industry. And even with every stipulation and regulation and change in the market, there's still been a ton of demand. There's still been quite a bit of sellers, putting their homes on the market, and seemingly in some areas even more buyers competing over the last month or two than we've had before. If you are one of the people who are feeling this a little bit more as a buyer, a seller, a client, or a business, just know that our thoughts and prayers and our work is for you and with you to get through this process, and we look forward to all being on the other side of it. And in the meantime, if you're looking to buy or sell, the market is still really, really active in our area. If you have any questions about your area specifically, feel free to call, text, email anytime, or message us wherever you find this video. Hope you're doing well, and we'll talk to you soon.